going on, guys? It's your boys, Brogan Reactions here. My name's Logan.
My name's Francesco.
And in today's video, we're going to do the bracket challenge. We already did this because it's already expired. But
yes, unfortunately, if you didn't make your picks already, it's kind of too late now because the picks opened Friday morning and then they closed Saturday night, so there wasn't really a lot of time to make picks.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we couldn't film our video earlier, so we had to film today.
we made our picks.
We made our picks. We won't be doing them live like last year because it's already closed. We had to make them before, but we will be showing you who we picked.
Yes.
So let's take a look at that and get into the video. Here we go.
A long one.
So, starting with my bracket over here, North Division, obviously. I think you know who I'm picking in that matchup.
Leafs.
Toronto in 6 is my prediction, and Edmonton in 5. Then in the East Division, I picked Pittsburgh in 6 and Washington in 7. Washington-Boston should be a pretty dirty matchup. In the Central Division, we got Carolina in 5 is what I picked, and well, I think Tampa is going to be going in 7 because it's two strong teams. Tampa is the reigning champ of the Stanley Cups.
So you just gotta think they make it all the way, but
who knows? Who knows? And then we got Colorado over St. Louis in 5 and Vegas over Minnesota in 5. And then going into the second round.
Yep.
I think you already know what's happening there. In the North Division, Toronto moving into the semifinals or conference finals, whatever they're called.
And there's no bias here because the standards for the Toronto Maple Leafs fans are up here. We expect a cup. We expect a cup this season. So this is not biased. This is just the teams as it is right now.
Yes, and we have more wins in every team in our division.
Yes.
Especially Edmonton. We play great against Edmonton.
So
don't forget about that 3-game series where we won all 3
and we held to the McDavid and Draisaitl to 1 point. And we also shut them out with 2 different goalies, and we also won with 3 different goalies, which that should be ashamed of. But we expect to get all the way to the conference finals right there, okay? And then in the East Division, Pittsburgh and Washington, I predict Pittsburgh to go to the conference finals. And then in the Central, Tampa to go through over Carolina. And then in the West Division, Vegas to go through over Colorado. Yep.
Vegas looking for their first cup here, so that will be interesting to see.
Yep.
And then checking up on the and then in the final game, so in the semifinals, based on seeding, so it all depends on who you pick. It'll look different depending on who you pick, because it's based on seeding. Vegas versus Tampa, I predict Vegas to go through the finals, and Toronto over Pittsburgh, Toronto go through the finals, because guess what? The Leafs have some excellent depth on their team.
Yep.
This is something we haven't had in a while, as well as defense. You got Riley and Brody, a beautiful pair. Bogosian, Hall, Muzzin, and Dermott. Insane lineups right there.
Insane.
And then your top 6 forwards. I don't even have any words. Great goaltending depth too.
Yep.
We got Campbell. If something were to happen, worst case scenario, I hope to God nothing happens. You got Anderson, you got Riddick, and worst case scenario, you also got Hutchinson down in the Marlins. Which he's not horrible. He had some mess ups, but he's not horrible. He proved himself to do well this season.
So that's his bracket. How many goals do you think in all the games?
Yes, in the finals, Vegas versus Toronto. Obviously, I picked Toronto. for good luck, because that's what I want to see. And the total number of goals I think to be scored in all games in the final series is 31. That's my prediction, because if it's Vegas and Toronto, there's going to be quite a few goals being scored.
Now it's on to my bracket.
Logan's bracket.
Okay.
Here we go.
So I picked Toronto to win in 7 games because that would just draw ratings. 7-game series against the Montreal Canadiens, Game 7 for all the marbles. It would just draw so many ratings that I think it would go through the roof. Then Winnipeg in 7 because this is going to be a bloodbath between those two teams. So that's definitely what I think is going to happen. New York Islanders in 6 against the Pittsburgh Penguins, just because I think you got to pick the 4th seed. Like last time, we picked all the number 1s, and it ended up being all the number 4s, and shocking.
And then they did the second chance thing.
But I think it's going to be New York Islanders going to pass through Pittsburgh. And I picked the Washington Capitals to go through in 7 against the Boston Bruins. Right now they're winning in their series, so I'm happy about that one. Nashville, 4th seed against the number 1 seed. You'd be shocked, but I think they're going to pass in 7 games. I don't know how I think. I just have some wizardry magic that they're going to pass through, and they're going to go into the second round. And then Florida in 6, which is absolutely what I think is possible to happen, because Tampa, I don't think it's hard to repeat as it is, and it's hard to get another Stanley Cup back-to-back in this game. In Colorado, I picked St. Louis, because we don't know. Everybody's picking Colorado, but I think St. Louis is going to go in 7, and they're going to make it past. You'll be shocked. 6th. In 6 games, Vegas will advance to the second round, and I think that's going to possibly happen because Vegas is the strongest team there. Second round, I think the Toronto Maple Leafs will advance to the first conference finals they've been in a long time, and they're going to defeat the Winnipeg Jets. Then over here, I'm thinking Washington Capitals are going to win, go to the conference semifinals. Then I think Florida's going to be in the Discover Decision Central. They're going to make it on to the conference finals. And then Vegas going back to the conference finals in two years. 2018 they did it, and now they're making it back to this the conference finals. Then Vegas versus Washington, a 2018 rematch. And Vegas is going to take this one and going to go on to the Stanley Cup. Second time in 4 years, I think, because they went in 2018, first season. And then I think the Leafs are going to pass the Florida Panthers. You'd be shocked. And then my champion, for the first time in their franchise, Vegas, is your 2021 Stanley Cup champions because of Alex Pietrangelo and that man and Robin Leonard. I think it's Robin Leonard, Marc-Andre Fleury. They're just stacked throughout the league. I don't think the Leafs will have enough depth to handle the Vegas Golden Knights. So Vegas wins in, I think, 7 games. I think it's going to be a 7-game series. Though you couldn't pick what games are there. I said 20 goals in the Stanley Cup series. I think defense wins games, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. But there's still going to be 20 goals scored between the two teams. So yeah, that is our bracket, and if you liked it,
those are our decisions. And if you weren't able to pick, unfortunately, it's too late. Like I said earlier. So maybe next year you'll get to make picks. Those are our picks. And hopefully Toronto can get as far as we hope, because it would really be nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Okay, and they earned it.
Yeah. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and please leave that notification bell rung. That would be greatest of compliments. We're almost at 100 subscribers.
Like the video if you think we made the right decisions on our picks. Let us know in the comments what you think about our decisions. Who do you think out of the two of us is gonna get more points in the bracket challenge here?
I think I am.
Because we made some very different decisions here, other than Toronto.
Yep.
But that's been our video. We can't wait for the playoffs. Check out our playoff detail video if you haven't already seen that. The playoffs are here with the card there, and we'll see you next week for our recap of games 1 and 2 for the Leafs in round 1. Peace.